Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy Tea 1111 Energy. Okay. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Tapping into the messages. Okay. I heard a lot of people are very envious of the fact that you can communicate telepathically here. You may have been getting a lot of downloads pertaining to toxic relationships. This has been a long discussed topic within your family rooms, within private offices, corridors, uh, groups of energies from religious to corporations to government, etc. Okay, so thank you for coming back to What's the Juice. All right, keep in mind that this may not be your energy, but it is definitely somebody's energy within the 3D matrix, throughout the universe, the metaverse, okay? I'll call upon the light to surround me. I invite my ancestors, guides, and protectors to stand with me. No lower energy may enter this space. Only what serves truth, healing, and highest good is welcomed here. And so it is. Ashe. Also, for some of you, okay, you may have been, okay, never mind. Never mind. That's for something else. That's a different message. Okay. What is this spirit or tell it? Yes. Flat out yes. Trust your intuition to everything I just said. hmm Tell me more. This is Saturn energy, limits and lessons. Okay. So I feel like, a lot of people are starting to find out about the limits and the lessons. And with these limits, I don't think they were limits pertaining to you. I feel like, they're starting to realize that you could have possibly been limited. They could have been you were limitless. They possibly could have been limited. They're learning about the limits here. They're learning about the limits here. Saturn energy is, because I don't have them all down right, I ain't even gonna lie, yep, rules Capricorn. You may be somebody that's very disciplined and restrained, okay? You have a hard work ethic type energy. Okay. Wow. Then we have out here Scorpionic energy, mystic. Okay, so you could be a Scorpio, very mystic, mysterious here. Okay. We have out here the ninth house. Yep. The ninth house. Okay, you could be learning more about faith, that energy of faith. Mm. The energy of having faith in something. Same as if you fall for, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything type energy. So you are learning that faith in the Most High God, your ancestors, angels, spiritual team, yourself. You are learning about that. Yeah, you could be an extrovert out here as well, Leo energy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the chef up. All right. Tell me more, Spirit. There's something here that is accelerating fast. I feel like it's your growth. Speed up and chase the results you want. So it's like there's an acceleration that is taking place. I don't know if you have to speed up or things around you are speeding up. Okay. This could be a combination of both, though. I just heard. Okay, so things around you are speeding up, and you are actually like right on point with the energy or with whatever it is that you are tapped into telepathically. Okay. Then we have out here a link. Ooh, and that came out in the reverse. Okay. So this link in the reverse is giving me like there was something that you could have been linked to that you are no longer linked to. That could have been stagnant. That could have been causing some sort of stagnation in your life or causing you to be stagnant. It could have been a moon energy, someone that was, you had a subconscious feeling about possibly a moon energy. Okay, could have been a Pisces. Okay, so the moon is actually, I shouldn't just be rattling off something. The moon is Cancerian, excuse me, Cancerian energy. Okay, but you could have had some sort of sensitivity to that energy. Okay, you could have been picking up on that. Moon energy can be very low vibrational. Yes, look. An alluring energy too. This could have been an energy you were studying because I feel like some of you are, I just heard an energy physicist, physics. Something about you study energy. You knew this alluring energy here. Yeah, you started to consider things when you felt this energy. Yeah, you started considering this very carefully. You studied it, yep. After studying that energy of allure, yeah, you knew to be very careful here. Tapped all the way into your discernment. Yeah, it says, let the love show you how to learn from each other. Let love, okay? So let love show you how to learn from each other, not this alluring energy that you picked up on, okay? I can't make it up. 1111 out here. 1111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony and balance in soulmates. Yeah. You already knew that that allure energy had everything to do with being tied to emotions, right? And you have to have clarity within these circumstances and situations, family, okay? You have to have clarity. So you had to look into the depths of your emotions when it came to this alluring energy. And I feel like this alluring energy was definitely not your soulmate. They were not who you were destined to be with. They were not fated to you at all, but they did know about your power, your ability to telepathically communicate. Yeah. Attract, I promise you. They know about the power that you hold to attract. Attract things to you, positive and negative, okay? That's amazing. Yep. The appeal of a soul pairing goes beyond superficiality, and you already knew that. There is an acceleration towards something, even though you've been in a maze. This is where your clarity is getting ready to come from. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. I promise you. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else, Spirit? There could have been a Sagittarius involved, but it came out in the reverse. So it says here the World Explorer. It came out in the reverse. So you they may not be a Sagittarius. Okay, you may not be a Sagittarius. There could have been a Sagittarius that was in the picture. They may no longer be in the picture, masculine or feminine energy. This could have been the energy that was, had some sort of confusion. That's what it is. They could have been trying to place that maze around you. They're no longer in the picture type energy. Yeah, this is where you gained your enlightenment. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. And as soon as you realize that, you were able to cut out all these allured emotions. Okay. Yup. I cannot make it up. Mars is out here. So you have this drive and this power. You could be connected to Mars. Mars is connected to Aries energy and the minor ruler of Scorpio energy. So you have drive, aggression, and competitive energy. You may have been that competitive energy when it came to, you know, people that wanted to keep you in some sort of confusion, running you through a labyrinth, a maze, okay, with the energies of temptation and allure through some sort of emotional confusion. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, through some sort of emotional confusion here. All right. It says all seekers of the truth will experience confusion. Ask the universe to provide the answers you need. That's what you did. But you had a lot of people that, you know, they weren't helping the matter of the situation, okay? They were definitely trying to do their best to keep you all tied up. Okay, all tied up in your thoughts and everything, okay? hmm Yeah, that was deep. Yeah, that was deep because you had to go deep within, okay? You had to look deeply within and discover your soul's purpose in all relationships. Mm. Yeah. And this was a challenge, okay? Now it did come out in the reverse. Some of y'all were dealing with Libras, okay? But I don't feel like they're in that picture anymore, okay? Because I feel like they could have been playing some sort of mind games with you because it does say here, Libra, the beautiful mind, but it was in the reverse. You could have been dealing with Libras that are no longer in your energy field, or a Libra energy, okay, that is no longer in your energy field. They were definitely posing a challenge, making things, you know, more complicated than they needed to be. Okay, the challenge here was all about an all true soul connection. Okay, involved challenges that can be overcome together. I feel like, you know, you had to go within. You going within is tapping into your higher self. There was a confusion when it came to possibly a Libra energy that could have been surrounding you, a Sagittarius that could have been surrounding you. Okay. Mm. You could be an Aries energy or Scorpio energy. That's interesting too, that's all coming out. That's crazy. The other person could have been a Scorpio or Aries, a Sagittarius or a Libra. We have Leo out here as well. hmm We have the planet Saturn. And Saturn, once again, Saturn and Leo. Okay, well, Saturn and the ninth house. Okay, so Saturn is ruled by Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is devil energy. Okay, the energy of that Capricorn, you know, be cautious around it type energy. Okay, that was the energy you could have been picking up on. You were getting these telepathic messages as well. From who? What does that say? Lilith. Mm. So for whoever feminine energy this is right here, the wild femininity, your wild femininity is deep. So that just tells me that you're a deep diver when it comes to your thoughts, your downloads. It's like you get those downloads that are deep. hmm You're a perfect balance between light and dark. Ooh. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the sun out here. You could also, I heard that loud and clear, sun god Ra. Essence and personality. Mm. Okay. Then we have Neptune. dreams, and spirit. See, you are kind of, I feel like, you really, with this moon out here on the fence, it's like somebody here is connected to their intuition. Pisces energy. You could be a Pisces moon. You get a lot of your downloads through dreams and directly from source. Hmm. Neptune. Yep, rules Pisces. Yep. Yep. A lot of Pisces energy. Hmm. 12th house. Spirituality and art. Yep. You are a natural. Something about that too, family. You're a natural. I just heard that. You're a natural. So yes, trust your intuition because you were picking up on moon energies because you're a moon sign energy. Pisces, very intuitive. You get downloads through dreams and um source, your angels, ancestors, and your just spiritual team, the divine creator of all living things. Okay. And you're very tapped in. So I feel like okay. I feel like, those messages you get, you take heed to them. A lot of those messages were, revealing people's intentions or some sort of intention when it came to alluring you emotionally. Hmm. Alluring you into some sort of maze, some sort of, you know what I'm saying? Because you're tapped in like that. Uranus, yeah. It's like you change though too because you're so tapped into knowing that other people can actually read your thoughts. You could read their thoughts. It's like you on your way to a restaurant. It's like they know you gonna be their type energy, so you just pick up on their energy as well, and then you watch it all unfold or something like that. That was just me trying to throw out some sort of like example. But you see it all unfold. Yeah, you've been able to change the trajectory to something that brings in new beginnings. Because you are that tapped in. I heard you. Yeah, because you studied. You studied this energy so much to where you know that not all thoughts are your thoughts. That's why you have to be discerning because you know that there could be, energies trying to guide you one way when you're supposed to go another way. Really? So trust your intuition when it comes to that. Mm. Yes, synchronicity. I cannot make it up. Do you see what came out? Synchronicity. Yes, divine soul matches have amazing moments of synchronicity. Ooh, ooh, wait. That was deep. Okay, family. That message was deep. Yes, third house, communication and interaction. That's how y'all be communicating. Okay, family. So trust your intuition because that is exactly how y'all communicate. Okay, is telepathically. All right. So I'm gonna leave that message there. Take it how it resonates. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, hitting your notification bell. I am truly grateful. Let's close out. I release the weight of the matrix, deception, and its betrayal. I stand rooted in my truth. I call back my power, my light, and my peace. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.